Guess who's back? Back again.
The Masked Singer's back.
Tell a friend.
We're back!
You guys, after a 6-month hiatus, we are so excited to be back providing some fun family entertainment for your isolated souls. With the new provincial restrictions, we hope we can add just a tad bit of sugar to the lemons that have been chucked at you. Speaking of chucked lemons, as many of you know, my husband, Josh, was in a head-on collision with a semi-truck on the highway. He sustained multiple injuries, including a broken neck, broken arm and hand, and a majorly broken leg, which resulted in an amputation. We are so lucky that he is alive. We have been completely in awe of the outpouring of love and support we have received from our incredible community. You have indeed turned many of our lemons into lemonade. Let us quickly fill you in on a couple of new exciting things we have to tell you about our show.
And another feature that we're adding to the show is commercials, where you can... Commercials? Did I read that right? Isn't that why we get Netflix, to get away from the commercials?
Yeah, local businesses can have an advertisement included in one or all of our following episodes. We think that it's a great way to showcase and support our local businesses, especially during such a hard year on lots of small business owners. Seriously though, how many opportunities do our local businesses get to advertise directly to members of our community? All proceeds from our sponsored advertisements will be going towards a prosthetic leg for Josh. Also, if you just plain old love our show and would like to donate to Josh's leg, you can. If you are watching on Facebook, there will be a donate button on this post. If you're watching from YouTube or Channel 32, you can send an e-transfer to tmscardston@gmail.com. All proceeds from the entire show will be going towards Josh's prosthetic.
Being an amputee myself, I know firsthand the government offers little in terms of funding when it comes to prosthetics. And a microprocessing knee is over $66,000. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why does he need a microprocessing knee? He already has the basic swing and lock system. I mean, yes, Josh already has a prosthetic with the basic swing and lock system, but they pose a pretty big danger. You see, we take for granted that when we walk, we know with a surety that our knee is going to be there to catch us and keep us from falling. With the swing and lock system, that guarantee is not always there, and the chances of the knee actually not locking and causing Josh to fall is pretty high. Just think about how dangerous that could be. He goes to step off the curb, the knee doesn't lock, so he falls, hits his head on the pavement, and then ends up back in the hospital. The Farrells are some of the most grateful and humble people I know, and I'm sure having that prosthetic right now is great. But I think that Josh deserves a chance to be able to walk knowing that his prosthetic is working with him, and that his chances of falling are decreased by 64% because of that microprocessing.
We are humbled to have another avenue here on The Masked Singer to continue to raise funds for a key component to Josh's prosthetic leg. We hope that in some small way, our efforts in bringing back the Masked Singer Cardston can show some appreciation for your generosity to our family at this time. Are you ready? You know, I really feel for last episode's performers. Our high school students have really been getting gypped this year. We all have. I have been so amazed with the resiliency of our town's youth. I still see them smiling from a distance. I'm so glad that we get to unmask these talented performers for you tonight. They deserve the world.
We are so excited to be able to unmask the performers from our high school musical episode. First on our list is Kitty Cougar.
So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, and life makes love look hard. The stakes are high, the water's rough, but this love is ours.
Checking in on how our voters guessed. 20% of our voters guessed Camry. Nice job. 21% were stumped. 7% guessed Camry's sister Hallie Schaefer, and 52% of our voters were for other high school students, including Ashlyn Infanti and Jaden Beanie.
Cam, I was so shocked when you sent me your video. I had no idea that you were such a star. Most days you can find Cam at the Pop Shop. She makes a mean cougar classic. Thanks so much for being on our show, Cam. You are awesome. Did our judges get it right?
Kitty Cougar. Blonde. Loves pop. Has a great laugh. That sounds like a niche to me.
I don't know why. I think I just know the voice. I think it is Camry Schaefer. Oh. All right. I really liked the hint where you said you were a backup dancer to a major celebrity. And at first I'm like, what the crap? And then I clued in to Billy Bob and the voice. And so I'm guessing Camry Schaefer. Good job if it is Camry. Good job if it's not.
I don't know why I guessed this, but I have the same as them.
Maybe because your sister said, I know that guitar. That's Camry's guitar.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe that's why?
Probably.
Okay, yeah. We think it's Camry Schaefer.
Next up is Jar Star.
You guys, 48% of voters were correct when they guessed Julie Miller. Amazing. 44% of voters had no clue Baka. Get it? Like Chewbacca from Star Wars? Jar Star? Anyone? 4% of votes were for Fallon Nelson, and another 4% of votes were for others, including Casey Nelson and Jaden Thiessen.
That girl can sing. No wonder she was nominated over 20 times. Julie just got her mission call to serve in the Toronto, Canada mission, and she will be speaking Spanish. Good luck, girl. I know that you'll be able to use your amazing talents in the mission field. And watch out for the guy that she told you not to worry about. Let's see what our judges guessed.
All right, Jar Star, here's who we think you are. I think that I've heard your voice at last year's talent show, which was probably the best talent show in the history of Cardston High School. This one was not quite as good this year, but that year was the best one ever. And so I have my guess. And why did you think it was the person you think?
Well, she said she was a senior, and I'm a senior. And so it just kind of
So you probably kissed
one
her
and one
before?
makes two.
Is it because you've kissed her on the teeth in front of the whole school?
Might be.
And who do you think it is?
I think it's this person because I heard them sing at the Mr. and Mrs. CHS.
Oh yeah, okay, ready? 3, 2. Julie Miller. That's our guess.
Excellent kisser.
Excellent.
Jar Star. Your stunning voice and tracksuit definitely gives you away. I'm sure this is Julie.
Riding on a tractor, now I'm on a ladder. I am building man stuff, look I have a hammer. My life is a movie, keeping it all groovy. Cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my booty.
It's true. The guy she told you not to worry about is in fact my baby brother, Ben DeVice. Half of our voters were stumped. 33% of our voters voted for Ben. Good job. 4% of voters guessed Mitch Nelson, and the final 13 voted for others, including Rhett Nish, Levi Smith, and Hiram Scott.
Hannah's baby brother graced us all with his hip-swangin', country-singin' performance. I must say, I've never quite seen something like that. Ben got married in the summer to Jade McDonnell, and he's currently the A&W supervisor. In his future, he wants to go to dental school. Great job, Ben.
The guy she tells you not to worry about. All right, so Max, you go first, and why? First of all, why?
I have no clue why.
Because you didn't know who it was.
No. So I think it's Dade Pearson.
Okay, so my guess is...
I actually think it's Ben Device. Because I sit by him in social and we're best buddies.
All right, Ben Device, that's my guess too. That's a sick, funny little man right there. He's got some booty shaking moves. Song choice was awesome. And I loved the whole thing. That was really good.
The guy she tells you not to worry about. There is only one fake cowboy with a deep voice in our school.
What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us?
Bronwyn Crawford.
Well. 69% of our voters were bang on when they guessed Bronwyn Crawford. Nicely done. 23% of our voters were fooled. 4% of voters guessed Katie Erickson, and another 4% voted for Elena Bevins.
We are not worthy. That was amazing, girl! You killed it! Bronwyn is currently in grade 12 and she's trying to apply to go to musical theater school for next year. With a voice like that, I have no doubt that she'll kill it.
I think it's Bronwyn Crawford.
All right, I work at the theater sometimes, and Bronwyn works there as well. And I taught her in grade 9, but that was a long time ago. And I also think it's Bronwyn based on I can recognize the voice.
I think it's Cody, my brother, because I've seen those moves before when he's getting ready for the day.
Scarface. This was definitely a tough one. And I was almost going to say I don't know. But your clue about being a queen makes me wonder if it's our sweetheart queen.
Be in my heart, be in my eyes, be in my heart.
Ashlyn Infante.
Mini-me, you really had our audience fooled. We definitely need to hear you sing more in our community. You're so talented. 79% of voters had not a clue. A slim 10% of voters were correct in guessing Ashlyn. Other guesses included Matea Nelson and Brynlee Olsen.
Me and my heart could hardly stand how spectacular your voice was. Great job! I did some undercover work to find out a little more about my girl Ashlyn. I found out that she's known for her contagious laugh and that she's typically pretty reserved. I'm super proud of her for stepping out of her comfort bubble and for doing that. Currently, Ashlyn is in grade 12 and works at the Chinook Lodge. She's applying to NATE to be an X-ray tech next year. Awesome job, Ashlyn.
All right, Mini-Me. We had a hard time with this one. We had no idea who you are. Great song, by the way. Awesome singing. But I got zero clue. Cody, you go first.
I think it's Ruby Cormus. I had no idea who it is, so I was just guessing.
Okay, and my guess is, I still have no idea, Olivia Jensen, Katie Ford, or Elena Bennett, but I know they're all wrong because I have no idea.
I guess Katie Ford, but I have no clue.
You fooled us. You got us good.
Mini-Me. You did say that you shared the theater with 6 siblings at one point, so I'm going to guess with your awesome dance moves, it's gotta be Bronwyn Crawford.
You 5 were phenomenal. Like, mind-blowing. So much talent. Thank you for sharing that with us. And let's hear it for our guest judges as well, Michelle and Jason. We really appreciated your report cards on these fine CHSers.
Ooh, and we can't forget to thank Mr. Janisko's punk children, Cody and Max. Thanks, boys.
Tonight we'd like to thank our gold sponsors, Positively Doodles and What's Poppin' Pop Shop. You guys, I don't know if you heard or not, but we're on channel 32 now. So a huge thank you to Corey and Tammy McCarthy. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, text the number on your screen or email tmscardston@gmail.com. Back joining us in the judgment seat is our very own TikTok sensation, Levi Stanford. I think he's got over 966,000 followers. That's almost 1 million.
Come on!
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank former Judge Kay Easthope for her quick wit, incredible guessing skills, and her time spent with us here on the next scene. We are over the moon excited to introduce the Masked Singer Cardston's newest addition and judge, Suzanne Stephen! Suzanne is a beloved local piano teacher here in town. Even when she throws erasers and pencils at her students, they keep coming back for more. Suzanne's energy is super contagious, as you will soon find out. Before we introduce tonight's performers, let me give you a quick refresher on how voting works. Attached in the comments is a Google Doc. Follow the link and submit your guesses in the doc. Please do not guess in the comment section on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our first performer of the evening. Meet Grand Gorilla.
The producer of this show is one persistent lady. I tried to say no, but in the end, she is family. Even though I come from Cardston royalty, I don't know if anyone will recognize me. Winning this show might be a long shot, but I'm gonna try to mow down the competition.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York.
That was Grand Gorilla singing New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. And boy, oh boy, can that ape sing. Judges, what's the scoop?
Grand Gorilla. Good name for that, because this was a grand performance. Literally it was. I like to close my eyes when I listen to a song, kind of like Simon Cowell does, and when I closed my eyes and was listening to this beautiful voice of yours, I literally thought I was in New York listening to Frank Sinatra. So move over, Frankie. You've met your match here. But then you open your eyes and there's a freaking gorilla swinging on a swing. So I'd like to drive around town just to see, or even out of town to see where this swing set is, because not every day you see a gorilla at a park swinging on a swing set. Usually gorillas after a long day of work meet up at the monkey bars. Anyways, so yeah, there's a couple of clues in there. Kirsten Royalty, related to the producer. I think I got this one.
Well, Grand Gorilla, I must say that you seem like quite the party animal the way you were swinging about with all that monkey business. You King Kong'd the crap out of that song because you smashed it. I mean, those pipes were amazing. And the singing was good too. Oh, well then. He's related to either Haley or Banna, and he could... Hannah or Bailey, and it could be on either side of the family, so yeah, thanks. Yeah, you real narrowed it down for us there to like, I don't know, 400 people? Real helpful.
Our next performer is none other than Cactus Blossom. Before we get to know her, we have a message from one of our gold sponsors.
Do you experience extreme sadness or frustration due to not having a puppy? Does seeing posts with other people's pets make you jealous? You are not alone. Many of us have experienced an intense longing for a furry friend, but now you can actually enjoy your life when you get a puppy from Positively Doodles. Getting a puppy from Positively Doodles works directly with your immune system to fight off more symptoms of sadness, jealousy, and longing, and lasts up to 12 hours longer than any other leading brands. It's clinically proven to be more effective than not having a puppy. Owning a puppy is not for everyone. Ask your doctor if purchasing a puppy from Positively Doodles is right for you. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, unexplained happiness, feeling the need to go on a walk, liking dog kisses, longing to snuggle, and sharing photos of your puppy with random strangers. If your happiness lasts longer than 4 hours, don't be alarmed. People who adopt a puppy from Positively Doodles are likely to develop the want to get another puppy from Positively Doodles.
Call the number on your screen to order now. That's 403-715-3180.
I'm like a cactus. Tough exterior, but all soft inside. This cactus had to adapt to several climates over the years, but I found my way to Mountain View on a trail horse. I married my tall, dark, and handsome, making Cardston my home on the range. And my cactus roots have come this way since. When I was young, I sang a lot. Weddings, talent shows, even had a shootout with rough celebrity outlaws once. As life changed, so did my singing. I don't seek the harsh desert limelight anymore. Lullabies with 3 little coyotes are more my style. I swing hard at everything I try, and love to create a cactus flower now and then. I can come off as reserved, but I'm actually a big Dorcas, and love to socialize with all prairie wildlife. I get nervous to put my secretly sensitive self out there, but I try to follow the creed. Don't let the prickly things in life get you down.
Some call it country with a little bit of rhythm and blues. And when the boys start rocking, it's a beat that you just can't lose. Where it's gonna take us, nobody knows, but it sure feels good to the body and soul. I love the slide of the steel guitar. I love the moan of an old blues harp. I love the shake of a tambourine. I love the bass when it's low and mean. So put on your shouting shoes and turn it loose. Turn it loose. You feel like dancing and you just can't stay in your seat. Your knees start knocking and you can't help stomping your feet. Before you even know it, you'll be singing along. It makes me wanna stay here all night long. I love the slide of a steel guitar. I love the moan of an old blues harp. I love the shake of a tambourine. I love the bass when it's low and mean. So put on your shouting shoes and turn it loose. Turn it loose. Turn it loose. Turn it loose. Everybody put on your shouting shoes and turn it loose.
Yeehaw! That was Turn It Loose by the Judds. Woo-wee! Mighty fine entertainment if I do say so myself. Suzanne, Levi, what do y'all reckon?
Cactus Blossom. Whoa, that was awesome. I can tell you're a country girl at heart. I'm a country girl at heart. Love the song choice. I love the Judds. You did him proud. It was great. I loved your moves. I loved the presentation. I loved your country twang to your voice. You were really belting out the chorus. Love the outfit. Great choice, especially in this day and age. Wear a cactus around you. Helps with social distancing. I might need to borrow that from you after this is all done because I don't really like people in my bubble anyway, so that would help out a lot. As far as the clues go, Mountain View moved to Cardston. A lot of people do that. Tall husband. A lot of tall people around here. There's a lot of athletes. Need the height. 3 kids. Heck, it's Cardston. Everybody's got kids. There's not really a lot to do around here. Anyhow, I'm going to be remembering this song all night. It's in my head. And I'm going to be thinking about these clues here. It's a tough one, but...
This is easy. I totally know who he is.
Levi, that's definitely a girl.
Why am I even here? I'm just going to get straight to the point. Because, girl, you were looking sharp out there. Pretty fly for a cacti. I actually thought you were going to sing the song Can't Touch This, but it's okay because the song you chose was perfect because you nailed it. Man, I had another really good cactus pun, but now I'm stumped, so you're awesome.
Tonight's final performer, Flapjack Sparrow. But first, you guessed it, a message from another gold sponsor.
You know, I haven't always been the wretched wreck of a pirate you see before you now. In fact, my roots are far inland. I'm a landlubber. Though the high seas are a pirate's traditional home, I'm from the country, and I like it that way. My dad was a jack too, a jack of all trades, and we moved all over the place, finally settling where I grew up and called home. I've been sailing the seas I'm on now for close to 30 years and had a lot of fun. As far as family goes, I may be the captain, but I like to let the crew take center stage, and I just go along for the ride. Oh, and one more thing. I'm really more of a French toast than a flapjack kind of a guy, The French toast sparrow just didn't have the right ring to it.
Maybe my pappy pirate was right. There's gotta be a better way of getting stuff than plundering hapless wandering ships out on this vast ocean wasteland. Look at this junk, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the guy who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one shipwreck hold? Looking around here you'd think, sure, he's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. Yard sales, swap meets, Black Friday sales. If there's something I want, I'll just knock some poor wench down. Depending on wind, you don't get too far. Ooh, maybe I can plunder or steal, I mean buy a car. Driving around must be safer, less chance I might drown. Out where they sell, out where they buy, I long to be just a normal guy. Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live away from these waters? What would I pay to spend the day doing something so grand? Bet you on land they understand. Bet they don't reprimand swashbucklers, bright young pirates, no mere tyrants with a new plan. And I'm ready to go where the bargains are. Make 'em an offer, parlay the sales terms. And if I don't like what they say, they can all, what's the word, burn. When's it my turn? When can I go? Not much can happen with all this dang snow. Out of the sea, I wish I could be part of that world. Shut up and get to work, you spineless, scurvy codfish. I'm coming.
Flapjack Sparrow, that stuff was sure neat. And so was your performance of Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. Let's hear what our judges collected.
It's nice to finally have a fellow pirate on board. Although I can see you haven't upgraded to the Spatula 3000 yet, but that's okay. You know, man, all the plundering and all the hard days at sea, people just don't understand why us pirates do it. But the truth is, once you lose a hand, you're hooked.
Flapjack Sparrow. I am into pirates. I love pirates. I want to be a pirate. I don't know if you've ever heard that or if you can tell, but I think the closest I'll ever come to a pirate is probably by my swearing. But nonetheless, this was sweet. Loved it. I want to go grab the DVD out of the closet and go watch it with the grandkids again for the 100th time. I'm telling you, you made this song come to life. It's your tone and your range, and you know, sometimes I hear the gravelly voice and the vibrato in your voice. And so I'm telling you, you've done musical theater before. I'm pretty sure you have, unless you wicked fluked out. But the clues, landlubber, we're in the prairies, everybody loves the land. Dad was a jack of all trades. A lot of dads do that around here. But the one clue, career is center stage. I think I know who you are. And, you know, you want to turn bad pirates, rad
That was awesome. Man, you have got quite the booty there. Well, I mean, like, the treasure. Idiot. The song was great. I thought it was hilarious. And when it comes to yard sales, I would be plundering right alongside you. Ha ha!
Let's hear it one more time for tonight's performers, Grand Gorilla, Cactus Blossom, and Flapjack Sparrow. We really appreciate our nominees for their participation. If there's someone you'd like to see behind the mask, send us your nominations. And maybe that someone is you. I'd just like to give a huge shout out to my girl, Bailey McMurray, for all of her hard work in bringing forth the Masked Singer Cardston, not once, but twice. Thank you also to Levi and Suzanne for your priceless judgments. Aren't they a riot? Thank you to tonight's sponsors, Positively Doodles and What's Poppin' Pop Shop. If you're interested in having a sponsored advertisement on our show, send an email to tmscardston@gmail.com or text Bailey 403-715-3180. And finally, thank you, our viewers. Don't forget to take a few moments to vote for who you think was behind the mask tonight. You can follow the pinned link in the comments section for voting. Our next episode will be on Christmas Adam. That's the day before Christmas Eve, Wednesday, December 23rd at 8 o'clock p.m. And hey, if you're a fan of our show and you enjoy watching our episodes, please donate by clicking the donate button below if you're watching on Facebook. Or you can send an e-transfer to tmscardston@gmail.com. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Thank you. We are so happy to have Josh home. Okay, just a second there.
Flapjack Sparrow. Flapjack Sparrow. Flap.
Back joining us in the judgment seat is our very own TikTok sensation. We really appreciate you nominees for your